Hey, welcome back to my channel Iraqi Dinar News Update. The Iraqi Dinar, IQD and VND, Vietnamese Dong. Revaluation topic in simple terms. What the CBI governor said, Iraq's central bank plans to introduce a digital currency to reduce the use of cash in transactions, especially for transactions between central banks, like international settlements. Iraq is also investing in digital infrastructure, more ATMs, electronic wallets, bank cards, and links to global payment networks. How this relates to the IQD-VND revaluation idea. Many people hoping for an IQD or VND. RV big sudden revaluation. Believe Iraq and Vietnam will suddenly raise their currency's value dramatically. In reality, modernizing the payment system and shifting to digital currency does not automatically revalue the dinar's official exchange rate. However, it does help Iraq's banking system become more transparent and modern, which is required for any long-term currency stability or realistic, gradual strengthening. For example, digital transactions reduce corruption, improve tax collection, and help Iraq align with global banking standards. All factors that could help the dinar become stronger over time if economic fundamentals improve. The digital currency plan supports financial modernization, which is a step toward a healthier economy and a stable dinar. But it's not a guarantee of an overnight RV. Same applies to the Vietnamese Dong. Modern reforms matter more than rumors. Governor of the Central Bank of Iraq, CBI, Ali Al-Alak, revealed on Wednesday that the bank is planning to create a digital currency to replace paper notes in transactions with central banks. During his speech in the 9th edition of the Iraq Finance Expo, Al-Alak said that fundamental changes will take place in the banking and financial systems, including the limited use of paper notes, as they will be replaced by digital currencies in transactions between central banks. Iraq is seriously examining establishing a data center, according to Al-Alak, and the CBI has started working on this project as part of the digital transformation process. Al-Alak also indicated that Iraq's financial inclusion rate increased to over 40% compared to 20% 3 years ago due to the CBI's promotion of mobile phone-based electronic wallets that enable bill payment and money transfer. Over 4,000 ATMs have been installed, and there are roughly 17 million bank cards in use, according to Al-Alak. And there are now 1.2 million electronic wallets in Iraq. Iraq's electronic payment system has been connected to global payment networks, allowing Iraqi bank cards to be used abroad and bank cards issued by foreign banks to be US dollar exchange rate of 1,300 dinars to every US dollar. The previous official exchange rate was 1,450 dinars to 1 US dollar, which was being exchanged in the parallel market at a rate of 1,550 dinars, while the official exchange rate was 1,450 dinars per dollar. In January 2023, the US currency was being exchanged at 1,610 dinars during the same month in the parallel market in Iraq. This variation represented a more than 10% difference in exchange rates. The situation you described relates to Iraqi Dinar, IQD, and Vietnamese Dong, VND, currency exchange. The IQD-USD rate is the base. The Iraqi Dinar's value is mainly tracked against the US dollar, USD. The recent fluctuation you mentioned shows that while the official CBI rate is 1,300 IQD per USD, the market rate is still higher, around 1,414 to 1,425 IQD per USD. This gap is due to supply-demand factors, black market activity, and Iraq's dollar inflows. The VND is also pegged mostly against the USD. The Vietnamese Dong VND is another currency that is managed against the USD. Vietnam keeps its exchange rate within a controlled band to maintain export competitiveness. So, IQD-VND depends on USD. There is no direct, official exchange rate between IQD and VND. When someone exchanges IQD to VND, they usually convert IQD-USD VND. So, if the IQD weakens against the USD, you get fewer USD for the same amount of IQD. That means you get fewer VND in the end because the USD-VND rate stays relatively stable. So, any rise or fall in the IQD-USD rate indirectly affects the IQD-VND rate. The key point: if Iraq's local market exchange rate stays higher than the CBI's official rate, it usually means there is more pressure on the dinar, making it weaker. This makes the IQD-VND less favorable for someone holding dinar and wanting to get dong. In short, the IQD-VND rate depends on two things: how strong the IQD is compared to the USD, how stable the VND is compared to the USD. Right now, the IQD is weaker than the official rate, so its buying power for VND is lower through the USD bridge.